Now, Raydish was on Team Light. I believe that's what it was called, in the Team Light versus Team Darkness or whatever, the skirmish.
Yeah.
Crazy to go on Team Light when Team Darkness looked that cool. That's actually a red flag. I would like to remove Raydish from my predictions.
I think that was the
one.
first skirmish where it was so one-sided.
Yeah, because Team Darkness, they look so cool,
but the
man.
3,000 gold reward for joining the other.
Don't care. I do not care, Teleraki.
Yeah, I know. It really says a lot when you know what? And that's just.
Team Darkness was too lit, man.
It was.
It's too lit. GCD Light going to get punished there?
He did his best to fight for the light, right?
He tried. I'm sure it was a valiant effort.
And a side stick there.
Nice.
Wow.
I didn't think that was going to KO that early.
Deletes him. Well, BalloonBoy knows best. Open it up in game one here with a solid start. Ooh, dive kick just narrowly avoided there. Raydish taking a ton of damage.
Yeah, also narrowly avoiding that flame sword that came out. Now it's boots v boots. Raydish been doing it for longer. BalloonBoy, you got your work cut out for you. Chasing after, gets the jump side air as well.
Got
even the nair on the way back.
Oh, I thought it was going to be enough, but he had the dodge to make it back to the stage, even after stuffing the recovery with the backswing of that nair. Kicks him back, goes for another one. Constantly pivoting these nairs to get the stronger side of that hitbox, and now he's looking for these gravity cancel D-lights. Side sync is going to do it again. No, not nearly enough damage.
Nah, he's still in the orange. Even with the movement that side signature has to bring you off stage before it does the force dump, GCD Light into the side air.
Side sync has a chance. D-light recovery.
Oh yeah, now it definitely does.
Far from locking out.
In light comes through.
D-light recovery
no
down
nair
the table. Looks for one, and like to cover him. Raydish waits out the second move. Well played. That's like a Blaster's main classic where you whiff your first opener and then you do another one right afterwards. And Raydish waited out for the one that was easier to punish with the shorter range. That was the end light. Got the side-light sider right afterwards, but he still finds himself pretty far behind.
I do love me an in-light GC in-light or a D-light GC D-light in the first one.
Yeah, just D-light, GC D-light, fall, D-light again.
Yep.
Especially when they're at the edge of the stage. And then edge of the stage, I like doing like side light, end light, side light. Those are a little bit more fun. But, ooh, side light. Gravity cancel down light. And the dare. Wait, Raydish just missed the stage.
Oh, yeah. BalloonBoy didn't even need anything. No weapon toss. Needed no ground pound coming in from him either.
No credit there for the knockout, but it wasn't a fresh stock. So Raydish down here at whole stock. BalloonBoy starting off with a great combo.
I'm still surprised we haven't seen the Blaster's Insig coming through. Like, not that often, but, like, you can get a cheeky spike with it, catching someone jumping, sending them right over the edge, and doing, like, a ton of force on it, too. The turnaround, he chases after and then gets the turnaround dare, throws out the tornado. Is he going to punish again on the landing?
The gravity cancel end light.
Did he GC in, like, the wrong direction? Ouch. It doesn't even matter. Ouch. Recovery off the top.
Ooh, with one accident and
these
two knockouts.
Low damage games, 467 coming out from BalloonBoy this time compared to the mid 400s and even mid 300s that we saw last game. These stocks are being taken so quickly while these players are pushing into dangerous territory.
Yeah, we're going to see that replay there. Raydish just missing the ledge. Probably going to go back to Fortress of Lions. Well played by BalloonBoy. You were talking about how Raydish had a little bit more experience with the boots lifetime, but didn't look that way when they were fighting against each other, weapon versus weapon. So we're going to go into game two. Let's see if Raydish can adapt to the pressure BalloonBoy is providing, because so far it looked all BalloonBoy favored. Here we go for game number two. Starting off decently for Raydish.
Weapon toss to try to open up BalloonBoy a little bit. He does get hit by it, but no major follow-up after. He's going to jump into the second blast of the in-light. Yeah, there's the down air into the GCD light.
Good dribble into that attack. Gets a ton of damage off the side air afterwards as well. Dare recovery, not going to connect. Gets punished with the nair.
There's the Insig, okay.
Good repositional tool as well, in case it misses. Enlight into Sair. Raydish not going to dodge down. He dodges up. We'll see if BalloonBoy does something about it this time. Raydish dodged up again. We'll see if he notices that Raydish is dodging up after these Enlights.
Or if Raydish changes things up after that.
Yeah.
Because we just saw him going with the dash up there after.
Totally a mix-up game.
Birdfoot? No, just there. Birdfoot? No, just there. Ooh, nice weapon toss, too. Pretty simple, clean one on that one.
Raydish keeping him on his toes. Let's see what the weapon's going to be. It's the boots. Let's see if we can get the knockout here. Side air going to give him the edge guard opportunity. Goes for a dive kick, maybe. Oh, gravity cancel end light. Classic. He's
just not throwing out the saw blade anymore. I think he's just like at this point where it's like, it doesn't really hit that often. I'm not going to waste any time, not going to waste any resources whatsoever on it anymore, because most of the time I just throw it out and the saw blade flies through the air and then it's done.
Nice. Gets the pivot there on the Insig. Yeah, you know, it used to be like almost like a routine.
Yeah.
For BalloonBoy.
It was just like, this is what I do.
After certain attacks, there's the saw blade. We've yet to hear that sound. In fact, it was so often that, like, I'm kind of missing the sound effects.
There's something missing for sure.
But we'll see. He's got a lot more use out of the tornado here stacked as of late, especially in these dodge-ins, which has been really good. Raydish,
even that, though, he hasn't used that much compared to like the way he was using tornado. Like he was throwing it out like candy, and people kept falling into it. It used to be like the Hattori sword down signature that people would just fall into.
Well, BalloonBoy certainly learned and adapted quite a bit. He has not been lacking in success from the new playstyle here as he's brought this game back. Raydish started off so strong, and now BalloonBoy just looking for an end sig here.
Okay, dude.
D-Light Cider
no
is going to do it.
Yep.
And Raydish started off with a stock lead, has not touched BalloonBoy since. It has been very difficult for him to lock him down. Recovery's going to come through, looks for another Nair. BalloonBoy struggles with the Nairs, have been really fantastic too. Does get hit by that Cider. Raydish could go for the down sig, but it's still a little too low on the damage to get any knockouts there for how big of a risk that is. So he's just going to poke with dares. Gets the Nair, no recovery right afterwards, and BalloonBoy does not get the extension with the gravity cancel sidelight.
Weapon toss went low, bouncing off the main stage. He caught the landing with a
BalloonBoy. He's got to switch out that weapon soon.
Yeah. Raydish just picked up a fresh one, so no real chance of him being disarmed anytime soon. Oh, it's just an in-light there. That was like the perfect range for a D-light. I think he might have panicked a little bit when he threw out that in-light.
Cider hits. Raydish goes all the way off to the right side of the stage. Down air. Missed the ledge. Gets hit by the Nair. BalloonBoy getting some extra credit. Does he even want to pick up the weapon? I know he's got blasters ready to go. Endlight's just going to take him down. No, he didn't fight too hard for that weapon there, and Raydish keeps it even.
He's also going to steal that next weapon as it comes in. Here comes the orb out from Raydish. Weapon spawn comes in. The neutral air is going to give BalloonBoy room to pick it up. Here comes the boots. There's the two-piece. No chase. No saw blade either. Dash in with the down signature tornado. There's a recovery as well. Oh, dude, so much unanswered damage. Raydish has not hit him a single time on the final stock.
Oh, and the saw blade is back. Doing nothing but, you know,
oh no, he falls out of it.
Okay, hit him with the edge of the tornado, and that didn't end up sucking him into it, so escaping the air pressure, I don't know, whatever happens when a tornado sucks you in.
I don't know. I've seen Twisters, I've seen Twister and Twisters. Last time I talked about it, pro players got mad at me. But BalloonBoy's going to take the victory there with a JV2. Huge game for BalloonBoy, just completely destroying Raydish, especially there at the end.
Not fazed by the fact that his move didn't work. He gets that downlight side air, and he gets the JV2, I think it was JV2. Yep. He barely got touched that game.
It was JV2.
And he brings it up to a 2-0. Looking for a three-piece. Going back to Fortress of Lions. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that was a really well-played last stock coming up from BalloonBoy. And Raydish started off strong. Let's see if he can stay strong here in Game 3. He's going to have to win 3 in a row against BalloonBoy to stay in it. The winner of this going on to fight against Markimu in the winners final.
Yeah, the reverse 3 against BalloonBoy here. I don't know if Raydish has got it in him. I know he's got a lot in him, and I'm definitely like believing in him more now than I think I used to, probably for the past like few months. But I don't know, man. The way BalloonBoy's been playing so far, he's been doing a really good job.
In the set prior to this, we were kind of talking about it in the break, where it was like it looks like Raydish has got like this like 45-second energy meter. Yeah. And then once it's worn out, he has to spend the next 2 minutes like huffing and puffing, getting his energy back to even play the game. And meanwhile, BalloonBoy is just steady and consistent, putting the pressure down. So while Raydish does have those explosions of potential where he takes the stock and some change, afterwards it all ends up being his opponent having the momentum. So far, this is looking great for Raydish. He's opening up very strong. He's getting a ton of damage. He might even have the stock lead. Just very narrowly avoids getting that neutral sig to hit. But will he be able to keep it up? That's what we're looking for. And he's going to keep it up for 3 games. BalloonBoy, on the other hand, still pretty comfortable with his 2-0 lead and not even down a stock yet.
Yeah, we'll see if Raydish can clean this one up. Now it seems like he's going hyper defensive mode. He's going really slow, going to get caught by that flame sword. He recovers, but he does it after the weapon toss came out, so he doesn't go into it. A GCN sig coming out from Raydish there. I don't know if that was a desperation sig. Doesn't get the full 3-piece, ending in that side air. So no KO move coming out just yet after the side light into the neutral air.
BalloonBoy probably going to finish it up here. Ooh, went for the down air instead. Falling Sarah not going to hit, and Raydish going all the way off the side of the stage. Sarah will just knock out. But recovery more than enough for Raydish. Let's see if he can even things up, or if Raydish can actually get a huge lead here.
He'll be looking for the next weapon spawn as Raydish whiffs with that orb side air. While iframes were still on from BalloonBoy. Picks up the boots.
Looking for these side airs right afterwards. Just a raw Sarah would pick up. Would do pretty nicely. Recovery would do it as well, but 2 dares in the face. That's going to add up.
Nice little dip off stage from Raydish too, and then recovering back on, just kind of putting some more fear on a BalloonBoy.
And then the nair of the recovery, just like that. BalloonBoy in orange. 2 dares into a full orb combo means BalloonBoy is significantly behind here in game 3.
Yeah, we'll see if Raydish is going into that cooldown period where he needs to slow things down again after all that damage he put on BalloonBoy's second stock. It's going to be Boots versus Boots. Raydish going to disarm himself there. The recovery got interrupted as well. Doesn't get the turnaround on the down air, and the soft platform is over on the left side, so Raydish can recover high and land on it.
No, not going to go for it a second time. Nice job using that down light to be able to get the Nair right afterwards. Nair will catch Raydish on the way down. The BalloonBoy still behind, and that's a great side air punish. BalloonBoy's weapon destroyed. Has to get back to stage to be able to pick up those blasters. And can he even make it? I don't think so. Orb ground pound here, doesn't even need it. Sweats down to the bottom of the stage. Raydish looking like he's on the verge of getting a point on the board.
Yeah, this is a scary lead now that Raydish has. He's been able to continue it all the way onto his second stock and BalloonBoy's final stock. He's going to pick up the first weapon, pick up the 3-piece there with the D-Light into the neutral air side air. A little bit of an answer back from BalloonBoy, nothing huge. Ooh, the point-blank saw blade makes a connection, and that's going to be the stock there. And all of a sudden, that huge lead has shrunk to at least 50 damage between the two.
Really want to highlight, this is like standard play now, but for folks that have not seen that before, when he got that side into the blast zone, he chase dodged directly up, max momentum, made sure he was facing in the direction that he hit so that the chase dodge would work, and then he turned around to make it back to the stage.
Yep.
Really important to do if you want to play weapons like Boots or Cannon, because if you turn around before you chase dodge, it's inactive. It always has to be in the direction that you're facing.
You lose the chase dodge. So you get that, so you get maximum height, giving you plenty of room to get back with the down airs or even unarmed down airs as well if you're really, really low on movement economy.
Oh, he could do it again. Goes for gravity cancel down light.
Yeah, he went low this time.
Raydish recovering high. And then BalloonBoy now getting hit by that, not getting hit by that down air. D-Light side air, uses the full
he doesn't
momentum.
turn around this time.
Neutral light puts Raydish off the right side of the stage too. Raydish is falling behind. The full charge of the down
and he doesn't fall into it.
Weapon throw stops Raydish from going off the side of the stage. He has no orb, so he can't do the down sig.
Raydish is just barely holding on to this lead. He needs the victory here. He needs this stock to keep himself in this. BalloonBoy's on match point. The Flame Sword doesn't send off screen yet. He can still take at least a little bit more damage.
But he gets the side air on the way through.
That's tough.
BalloonBoy looks for gravity cancel down light. Goes to the weapon throw, but he doesn't pick it back up.
He had the bounce pass to himself. I think he was just scared. He didn't want to get any closer to Raydish.
He misses the orb, and Raydish goes for gravity cancel side light. Now BalloonBoy just needs one down light, and he's got the game. He's probably going to bet it all on one. He misses, but Raydish misses the punish.
He hit the side light, but there's no side air true combo, so he turned around the side air. He didn't go for the vertical option on the recovery KO as the follow-up after the side light. Dude, BalloonBoy, I think, is absolutely in so much fear right now. I think Raydish is too.
Raydish, he's just side light
that's side light the wrong direction. Both of these players are just on the edge of their seat. No, see, it's not true anymore. They took it away. Side light there is not true. The weapon toss, he's not able to pick it back up. There's a spawn on the stage. Raydish is going to go over, grab the boots. Just barely getting through that. Yep, that's going to be the stock, and that is going to put Raydish on the board, saving him from going down into the elimination bracket 3-0 against BalloonBoy.
That last side air bringing Raydish just barely in the lead on damage, 575 to 570.
Man, that's close.
And much to Raydish's credit, he missed like 5 opportunities to hit BalloonBoy for whiffing like a down light or a side light or a dodge. He like side lighted the wrong way one time, and it wasn't until the very end there where BalloonBoy lost the scrap for the weapon spawn that he was able to get that down light into side air to connect. Well played by Raydish there. BalloonBoy now going into game number 4.
3, 2,
Here we go.
1, brawl.
Man, I still can't believe it was 575 to 570. How close were they, man? They were so close at the end of that game. And BalloonBoy, he's going to come up with the side air on that. He didn't have any in-air movement economy to then go for the recovery to get the KO off the top, so he took what damage he could, following up that D-Light with the side air.
Oh, and now he's got the blasters going back and forth, looking for that side light to open things up. Not going to get the dodge down on the side signature, but it would have knocked out Raydish. Now going to have his turn. Only for a little bit for BalloonBoy. Stops him with that side air. Puts him right back off the right side of the stage. Wants to get the stock done quickly. And the Raydish not letting him. 2 end lights in a row. Side light, side air. Goes for the down air pokes. BalloonBoy was so explosive at the start, but now he can't get the stock to be cleared off the table.
Yeah, Raydish is going to spend a lot of time in the air. Even when he's on the ground, it's just for a few moments. So, like, going in with a D-Light can be risky because then all of a sudden, if he jumps to get right over it, he's in the air. You're stuck on the ground for a while in that D-Light animation. It's going to be scary. Dude, look, he's been able to bring it back and turn it around. Holy cow.
Whoa, okay.
Amazing
max
opening
range
from BalloonBoy, and it's just nullified.
Yeah, he started off with all that damage on the Raydish in the first 20 seconds, and Raydish takes the lead. Okay, recovery comes through. Raydish now falling down onto the center of the stage. BalloonBoy picking up the boots. D-Light Cider, I'm not even sure what knockout from center. It goes for the NSIG instead and takes a ton of damage for it. Recovery got reversal by recovery, but I like what Raydish was going for. He's trying to maximize that lead.
Unfortunately, though, now the lead is really not that big. I mean, he started off behind, so him having any lead whatsoever is pretty solid right now. But maybe if he didn't overextend a little bit with that recovery, he could have gone back, reset, gone back to neutral, which he was winning. No chase after that. The weapon toss goes down at the 45-degree angle, picks up the orb that spawns back on the stage, and we're back into neutral.
Dashing around, Raydish gets the down air. Looking for even more damage. BalloonBoy looking a little lost. This is interesting. We're getting a similar storyline that we had with the Anonymous Alex match, right? Not with the character swap, but like BalloonBoy going up pretty solidly 2-0, and then going down as the game goes on and looking like he's struggling to get in. I wonder if this is going to go to a Game 5 again where BalloonBoy has to clutch, because I mean,
that's the BalloonBoy classic, right?
Yeah.
Is having to be in that position where you have to clutch out those moments rather than just winning them outright.
And then often dropping them.
Yep.
You're correct, because when we saw the head-to-head, right? Raydish is the one with 5 gold medals. BalloonBoy has 0.
Yep. He still has not won an official tournament, which seems crazy.
Except
but also,
for that,
like,
he's got that reputation of not being a closer, right? And that's kind of coming through here. I'm looking at this and I'm going, man, you were a stock away from being able to have this 3-0, being winners finalists against Markimu. And now Raydish looks like he's got a second wind, and he's making the pressure so hard on BalloonBoy here where he's just looking lost. Nair to Nair. I mean, Raydish is getting close to 2-stocking him here in Game 4.
He has BalloonBoy at the beginning stage of orange. Here comes the boots. On the next weapon pickup. Oh, no, it was an orb. Excuse me. Just jumping around. Even Raydish going all the way to the left side of the stage. He has the lead now. BalloonBoy has to push onto him. Out comes the Flame Sword, and out comes the punish from Raydish. Side by side air. Dare over the corner. Yep, there it is. Hits BalloonBoy right in the head. The weapon toss barely misses. BalloonBoy is really far out there. I can't believe he was able to touch off of that. But still, this stock might be wrapped up very shortly. And we could be seeing a Game 5, Mr. Tazza.
Sloppy edge guard there coming out from Raydish, but it's so much of a lead that I'm not really sure it matters. Puts out the down signature. Gets dribbled by the Dare Sair. Okay, maybe it does matter. If BalloonBoy can get this knockout here, miracles can happen. But I do feel like Raydish is just looking for that one downlight. Sometimes Raydish gets into this mode where he knows the game's so over that he takes 45 seconds to plan the attack to do it. We're going to see if that's the case here. Ground pound connects.
Okay. We're going to a Game 5. Raydish versus BalloonBoy. This is a really fun one. I'm really liking this. I mean, they're coming into this one Seed 2 and Seed 3. Yeah. I mean, in my own headcanon, and I think in a lot of people's headcanons, they put Markimu up here, BalloonBoy right here. I'll do this so it's in frame. And then, like, Raydish probably somewhere down here. I would say the gap between Raydish and BalloonBoy, at least in my mind going into this, is bigger than the gap between BalloonBoy and Markimu.
Really?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
So I think Markimu and BalloonBoy are closer than BalloonBoy and Raydish.
Yeah.
But this is obviously changing my mind. That's before we saw this.
Okay,
that's if we're like making pre-show talk.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Everything you just said, I agree with you. And that's also why this is surprising me here, because when I'm looking at this on paper, I don't think that this reverse 3-0 should be happening.
Yeah.
And I think that the difference is that Raydish has shown that he can win an event, right? And he's done it many times before. BalloonBoy is yet to do that for as much accolades as he's achieved over his Brawlhalla career so far in these last 2 years.
I got you.
It's just difficult for him to close these games out. Let's see if we can get the side air weapon throw here. Raydish
Nice weapon toss. He's staying out there too, but he doesn't stay out there too long. He saw the sweat beads coming and started moving back to the stage, so he didn't get caught by something goofy and lose that stock in the early stages of orange.
Game 4 started off with BalloonBoy having a crazy boot string like that and then going down first, right? So we got to see if he's got a plan here for this Game 5, because Raydish looks completely warmed up. He's no longer exhausting himself after that 45-second burnout. He has just been online the entire time and in control. Sidelight sider sends BalloonBoy off the left side of the stage. Dare or down sig could knock him out here. Dodges through the Sair. BalloonBoy could get the edge guard. That disarms him. He goes over to the blasters, and he's looking for these sidelights, and he gets hit by the uppercut.
Weapon toss goes down. That's going to give him the safe landing as Raydish moves away. Next weapon spawn comes in. Here comes the boots for BalloonBoy. Raydish still without a weapon. The fade away, he like moved that side air away, but the dodge came out from Raydish. Gets the KO off of that. Okay, so we're different than the previous game. We are much different than the previous game because BalloonBoy ended up getting this stock off of Raydish rather than the other way around.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. If he can get that extra damage, then that could be huge. Sidelight, okay. He waited for a dodge. BalloonBoy woke up with an end light, but the NC will take him down. More than enough force behind that. Evens it up 2-2. Long first stock here for game number 5, but both players know what's at stake.
BalloonBoy able to quickly grab the weapon after using the left soft platform, the soft platform on the left side as a little bit of a safe space. Just narrowly missing the nairs. A lot of whiffs coming out. No major punishes so far. That's going to be the biggest one. BalloonBoy picked up a single hit before that, but then came the side air from Raydish, trying to poke and probe with those down airs. D-Light gets the turnaround recovery and another neutral air. Oh my gosh, neither of them had the options to get the KO off the top.
It was so close. Yeah, no, a weapon throw or even a boot snare I don't think was going to be enough to get them to the blast zone while in knockback state. BalloonBoy had a small deficit here. Raydish gets that side air, perfect spacing for that. Has him off the right side of the stage. He's going to switch over to the orb, primes the orb. One down air, doesn't get the sideline on the way through. BalloonBoy's been dodging through that pretty consistently. Raydish now looking for an attack. Side air is going to get punished.
Raydish doesn't have a massive lead, but it is scary that he has a lead whatsoever.
He gets the down sig on the way back up. Chases him all the way out there. No
Raydish recovering
orb
high.
in Raydish's hand. Ensig hits. Orb's primed, though. BalloonBoy keeps the boots on the table. Gravity cancel downlight's not going to catch him, and he kicks him out of the way. Okay, down sig or orb down air could give him the lead. Neither one going to do it, though.
But if BalloonBoy can get the stock here, that means Raydish is going to be coming back on the boots rather than the orb. He just goes for the gravity cancel motorcycle. He doesn't do the reverse turnaround slide charge.
Yeah. I was looking at that platform.
There it is.
Spot for it. Gets it, and it doesn't knock out.
Yeah, a little bit surprising on that. He's not going to press off stage. There are two weapon spawns. He's going to throw the first one away, go back over to the orb. They've both been living in this state for a very, very long time.
Oh, sidelight side air. Is he going to get it? Not quite. Sends him flying to the left. Okay, let's see what BalloonBoy can do. Gets the neutral light. Gets the end sig. That's going to be the knockout. Okay, first lead BalloonBoy's had in the set since game 2.
Yep. He was able to take that first stock just barely, and now he's able to take the second stock just barely as well. See if Raydish can get the KO here quickly. Neutral signature's going to get punished.
Ooh. Okay, stops the sig, gets the Seraph to the right, gets the weapon throw. Oh, it's so close, Sparky. It's been also slow-paced. We're 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
It's
those second stocks, dude, when they were both second stock red, it felt like they were on that for a lifetime.
They are not taking risks. Ooh, down light, side air, right side of the stage. What's Raydish is going to do here?
No landing punish, or even the attempt coming out from BalloonBoy, not even the saw blade. He just hugged the middle of the stage. There's the down air. Blasters are an option. Boots are an option for Raydish.
Recovery nair. Grab, cancel sidelight into nair. BalloonBoy can't get the nair and he gets hit by that side on the way back
scary.
down. Lots of damage from Raydish.
I'm feeling like we're seeing the beginning stages of a lot of unanswered damage coming down the pipeline.
BalloonBoy now on the left side of the
Bird
stage.
foot? No, just there.
What's he got? Goes in for the dash jump nair. Gets that side air, puts him off the right side of the stage. Okay, there's the nair. Gravity cancel sidelight not going to hit. Raydish gets the nair. Can he get the recovery right afterwards? Oh, what's Raydish going to do here? Dash jump, side air, other way. Goes to the downer. Ensig punish, sidelight, side air, disarms, and BalloonBoy's got one chance to make it back. Can Raydish get the downer edge guard here? Weapon spawn, goes over, has that fresh orb. No dodge, but doesn't matter. BalloonBoy's got nothing to punish with. It is all on his blasters.
He's going to have to do it on the blasters here. That's really scary. He's throwing up the zoning nairs, so Raydish can't come over and attempt an edge guard.
I mean, downlight's not even on the table. He's got to get a few attacks in. One stair hit, sidelight, side air, is that enough?
Wrong side of the stage is going to keep him living on this one. He has GC Insig if he needs it to move over, but he's not even going to attempt that. He has enough to get over on its own.
Goes in for that recovery.
Yeah, the classic.
BalloonBoy, he's in wall slip, goes in. No side air. Okay, one more side air, and BalloonBoy can start looking for that Hail Mary downlight.
This is a top 3 qualifier. The winner of this moves on to winners finals to face off against Marky Moo, and that's going to be it. You see the celebratory bird coming through from Raydish, who just reverse 3'd BalloonBoy, the winner of Moose Wars Legacy of Legends, the second placer from the Summer Royale, the second placer, I believe, from the Summer Championship as well, and Raydish just beat him to move on into top 3 with a reverse 3.